This Vinicius Júnior.
What the people want to see. Oh, and what a stroke of fortune. Vinicius pointing.
La pone Odriozola, la quiere cazar Vinicius.
And this is Diaz.
Stanisic through to Diaz. Oh, Diaz, brilliant from Luis Diaz! Oh, when Bayern were looking for a moment of individual brilliance.
Two wingers, two styles, both elite at 2026. Vinicius Jr. and Luis Diaz are often compared, but who truly poses the greater threat on the wing? One thrives on unpredictability, creating chaos with skill and flair. The other executes with precision, efficiency, and clinical finishing. Today, we'll break down every aspect of their game: attacking, dribbling, pace, creativity, off-ball movement, defensive work, and big game impact. By the end, you'll see a clear, evidence-based verdict without hype, without bias. Attacking threat. The attacking threat begins with output, not volume alone, but how often possession becomes a consequence. As of the 5th of February 2026, Vinicius Jr. averages 0.34 goals per 90 inches the Champions League and 0.31 inches La Liga from wide areas. Luis Diaz, on the other hand, scores 0.57 per 90 inches the Bundesliga and 0.61 per 90 inches the Champions League, operating mainly from the left wing. Shot accuracy highlights Diaz at 64.4% with 15 goals from 38 shots on target, while Vinicius has 53.5% with 8 goals from 31 shots. Expected goals contribution reveals Diaz outperforms his XG plus 0.65 in the Bundesliga, while Vinicius is slightly underperforming, negative 0.83. Diaz scores mostly inside the box, versatile with headers and left-footed strikes. Vinicius scores primarily by cutting inside and finishing near post. Volume also matters. Diaz averages 2.32 shots per match in 2025 over 26, with league dominance at 2.94. While Vinicius shoots 2.03 per match, jumping to 3.25 inches the Champions League. Both score mainly from open play, though Vinicius adds penalties at Real Madrid, while Diaz remains a purely open play threat. In short, Diaz leads in raw efficiency and finishing volume, while Vinicius creates danger through movement and cut-ins, less through sheer goal numbers. Dribbling and 1v1 ability. Winger danger often begins in isolation. In 2025 over 26 league play, Vinicius averaged 2.8 successful dribbles per 90, slightly ahead of Diaz's 2.11. In the Champions League, Diaz excels with 4.69. Vinicius 2.7. Diaz has a higher dribble success rate at 46.3%, Vinicius at 42.7%. Showing Diaz efficiency in 1v1 situations. Across all competitions, Vinicius has 64 successful dribbles, Diaz 53 overall. Diaz dominates in Europe, 19 versus 11. Vinicius is stronger in close control under pressure, while Diaz is less prone to dispossessions. Style explains this difference. Vinicius relies on flair, skill moves, and unpredictable pace. Diaz uses direct pace and timing to beat defenders. Vinicius is more expressive and flashy. Diaz more efficient and result-oriented. Each brings danger, but in different ways. Vinicius destabilizes defenses. Diaz exploits them clinically. Pace and acceleration. Speed is not just how fast a player runs, it is how speed is applied. Vinicius reaches 34.85 kilometers per hour, slightly faster than Diaz at 34.14 kilometers per hour. Explosiveness off the mark favors Vinicius, with faster bursts in tight spaces, while Diaz uses sustained speed and power once in motion. Agility favors Vinicius in duels. Diaz is stronger in direct diagonal runs. Both sprint at elite intensity. Vinicius has slightly more volume. Diaz maintains high physical output efficiently. On the counter, Vinicius carries the ball faster, creating chaos. Diaz delivers more direct end product in goals and assists per 90. Vinicius is the explosive winger who breaks lines with speed. Diaz is the efficient sprinter who maximizes transition output, creativity, and chance creation. Danger is not only finishing, it is also creation. Vinicius creates 2.2 key passes per 90 inches, La Liga, while Diaz delivers more assists overall, 9 versus 5. Vinicius has higher expected assists per 90. Diaz converts more chances into goals. Vinicius attempts more line-breaking passes, taking risks that can destabilize defenses. Diaz prefers safer, efficient deliveries. Vinicius takes more risks, dribbling or attempting difficult passes. Diaz plays directly, prioritizing the end product. Creativity and execution both pose threats, but differently. Playing style. Both operate as hybrid left wingers. Vinicius blends wide 1v1s with central runs, acting as a creative left forward who carries the ball directly. Diaz combines width with vertical runs in a structured system, acting as a calculated finisher. Vinicius is high risk, high reward. Diaz is controlled, efficient. Vinicius drives Real Madrid's progression engine. Diaz is Bayern's vertical finisher and pressing hub. Off-ball movement. Off-ball movement defines space. Vinicius exploits spaces to attack directly, with explosive bursts that create 1v1 situations. Diaz uses pockets to link play, timing diagonal runs perfectly within the team's structured system. Vinicius pulls multiple defenders. Diaz stretches defenses efficiently, creating openings for teammates. Diaz leads Bayern's pressing. Vinicius presses selectively, focusing on transitions and counterattacks. Big game influence. Big games reveal the truth. Diaz is more prolific in scoring in high-pressure matches. Vinicius creates opportunities as a playmaker. In the 2025/26 Champions League, Vinicius recorded 6 assists in 8 matches, while Diaz delivered decisive goals against PSG and RB Leipzig. Diaz has 5 match-winning goals. Vinicius produces game-breaking late assists and 85-plus goals. Diaz decides efficiently. Vinicius destabilizes late. Both excel in high-pressure scenarios. Defensive contribution. Defense matters. Diaz is Bayern's press engine. Vinicius presses selectively. Vinicius wins more direct duels. Diaz prioritizes systemic pressing. Vinicius engages more raw defensive work with 12 tackles and 122 ball recoveries, while Diaz uses positioning and distance coverage for high-efficiency press. Vinicius contributes significantly to disrupting opposition play through direct action. Diaz contributes by enforcing structural discipline and maintaining team shape. Consistency and development. Consistency favors Diaz, with a week-to-week performance rating of 7.97 versus Vinicius at 7.57. Vinicius plays slightly more minutes due to Champions League involvement. Both are largely fit, with minor suspensions occasionally impacting availability. Diaz is in peak maturity, demonstrating refined efficiency, while Vinicius continues evolving from chaotic dribbler to a refined playmaker capable of blending creativity with structure. Achievements and recognition. Vinicius owns 14 major trophies, including 2 UEFA Champions League titles and 3 FIFA Club World Cups. Diaz has 10 major titles across Porto, Liverpool, and Bayern Munich. Vinicius leads globally with FIFA, the best nominations, and a Ballon d'Or runner-up recognition. Diaz's accolades include the Copa America Golden Boot and Bundesliga Player of the Month nominations. Vinicius holds age records as the youngest scorer in 2 UCL finals and youngest Brazilian with 25 UCL goals. Diaz is the first Bundesliga debutant since Holland, with 3 goal contributions in a single season. Internationally, Vinicius has 45-plus caps and 8 goals, while Diaz boasts 70-plus caps and 19 goals. Mentality and confidence. Diaz plays with control and efficiency. Vinicius, with high-risk, high-impact expression. Vinicius is the designated penalty taker and a late-game catalyst. Diaz is an open-play finisher. Vinicius is fearless and vocal. Diaz is structured and relentless. Vinicius thrives in chaos and unpredictability. Diaz thrives in consistency and tactical execution. One-on-one danger, Vinicius edges with unpredictability. Chaos on the wing, Vinicius creates more disruption. Higher ceiling, Vinicius's long-term potential surpasses Diaz. For a title-winning campaign today, Diaz offers immediate efficiency, but Vinicius provides long-term impact through creativity, unpredictability, and dynamic threat. One plays with flair, the other plays with fearlessness. The future of wingers is already here.